What's going on, guys? I'm Steve. Welcome back to the channel. Welcome back to another video. First time stopping by the channel, hit that subscribe button. Trust me, you won't regret it. You're a returning subscriber as always, guys. Welcome back, and I do appreciate the support. All right, guys, y'all been sending me this story day after day. You want me to give you my honest opinion on it. I was going to leave it alone, but y'all want it, so I'll give it to you. What I'm talking about is a story out of Limerick Township, Pennsylvania. Shout out Limerick Township, in which 3 high school students up here, pictured up here, were killed this past Tuesday after fleeing from police, supposedly after a call of them shoplifting or somebody shoplifting out of the 3 in Target, and police got behind them, turned the lights on, they wouldn't stop. Car chase ensued, and they crashed out and lost their lives, tragically. Now, as children, we all make mistakes. You know what I'm saying? And tragically, there are some mistakes you can't come back from. You know, they say you live and you learn. Sometimes you don't come back from it. And it's just heartbreaking to see kids making the wrong decisions that result in their own self-obliteration. Take a look at this. The family's going to speak, and we're going to come back and I give you my commentary. Look.
Montgomery County, where authorities continue to investigate a crash that left 3 teenagers dead. Investigators say Limerick police tried to stop the suspects after getting a 911 call about a potential theft at a nearby Target. The incident led to what appears to be a pursuit ahead of the crash and has sparked questions from some community members about why officers would chase these suspects. CBS Philadelphia's Dan Snyder joins us now from the newsroom. Dan?
Yuki, good evening. It is important to note that as of now, neither police nor the district attorney's office have directly called this a chase or a pursuit. We have asked the DA's office if this is being investigated as a police pursuit. We have not yet received an answer. Now, in this video obtained by CBS News Philadelphia, you can see the suspect's car speeding with 3 patrol cars traveling not far behind. One neighbor who spoke with us yesterday questioned why officers would chase someone in a case like this.
It's just ridiculous to me that the police would chase 3 people in a vehicle for suspected theft of items at Targets.
So far, investigators have only said police were called in regarding a potential theft in progress at the Target in Royersford. So when do police chase suspects? Well, in Pennsylvania, that's actually left up to individual police departments. The law dictates each department have a written policy. That law also lays out a list of guidelines departments should follow. But the law also states the guidelines are, quote, not intended to mandate the actions of individual police officers during any particular pursuit. Now, in most cases, pursuit policies are not made available to the public. We have sent a right-to-know request to obtain a copy of the Limerick Department's pursuit policy and are waiting to hear back. I also spoke with the executive director of the Police Executive Research Forum. 2 years ago, this organization did a deep study into pursuits. They recommended initiating chases in only 2 scenarios: a violent crime or an imminent threat.
For everything else, we said, look, you know, do you know the license plate number? Do you have the car? Can you use, helicopters? Can you all of the other alternatives? You really have to look carefully at your community and ask this question: under what circumstances will the community accept, a tragedy if it does occur? And we said, there are very few of those situations.
Now, we have reached out to the Limerick Police Department and Montgomery County District Attorney's Office for comment. Both declined, citing the ongoing investigation. Natasha, Yuki.
And a Montgomery County community is remembering the high school students killed in a crash this week.
Out of respect for those among us this evening who are impacted by the loss of Gabe, Nasir, and Sanaya, I ask that you please join me in a moment of silent reflection in remembrance of them.
That was the O&J Roberts High School graduation tonight. 2 of the 17-year-olds killed were current juniors family confirms the third recently transferred. Tonight, their families have questions about the crash. NBC 10's Lili Zhang has the latest on the investigation in Limerick Township tonight.
Along this area of Ridge Pike, a memorial for the 3 teens continues to grow. Tonight, their families and closest friends are honoring the lives lost. Bright, colorful balloons fill a sky Friday evening as this community lives through some of its darkest days.
I'll never forget Sanaya's bright smile, her random rants about anything, our daily FaceTimes to check up on each other, and most of all, her YouTube videos. Long live Nasir, Gabe, and Sanaya.
Rael Hill considered all 3 of them close friends. Gabriel Cooper, Nasir Yoke, and Sanaya Nuswan. The 17-year-olds were identified this week as the 3 killed in this crash Tuesday night.
What happened to my son should not have happened.
Nasir's mother, Angela, spoke to this crowd Friday at a Spring City vigil packed with friends and teachers. She says there has been a lack of clarity from authorities from the start, even trying to find her son Tuesday.
That's horrible. That's horrible. Y'all knew they were children, and they knew we were looking for them. We were looking. I called every hospital I could think of.
The Montgomery County DA's office said this week Limerick police got a call about a potential theft at the Target on Ridge Pike just after 9 Tuesday night. Surveillance video shows a dark car heading west on Ridge Pike. Police not far behind. It never should have gone this far, says Nasir's grandmother.
If the police was behind them, they had the tag number. All they had to do was let them run or let them drive and then go to the house where the car was registered.
As families mourn, they say they are also committed to getting answers.
Gabe and his friends were very loved. I appreciate everything, the balloons, everybody coming out to support them. It's still not gonna bring them back.
Now, we reached out to the Limerick Police Department today for an update on the case. We have not heard back yet. Meanwhile, the DA's office for Montgomery County tells us it could take weeks for fatal crash investigations to complete. So there is no update from them just yet. Reporting in Limerick Township, Lili Zhang, NBC 10 News.
Okay, here we go. You know, on my channel, I'm going to be honest with you. First things first, let's go with the first car chase video. You seen the older lady on there, the white lady. It's a shame that they're chasing people and all of this stuff. Ma'am, stop it. Stop it. Seriously, stop it. They said they was chasing them because the thing, and this is my thing with this. I'm going to just jump right into it. If police get behind you, stop. That's it. Stop. And they had a vigil and stuff. And I mean, I'm sorry for the family's loss. And my heart does go out to the family because they don't deserve any of this and they wasn't involved in it. But they're the ones left to pick up the pieces. And these young people don't think about that when they make irrational decisions, whether they were stealing or not. It don't even matter with that, with me. My thing is, a cops got behind you, stop. Stop. These are young drivers. Don't know if they was legal enough to drive or whatever, but they were young drivers, inexperienced drivers. You speeding at a high rate of speed, running from something is different than speeding and knowing where you're going and don't have no stress on you. Cause and effect. Where's the accountability? I'm telling you, the media ain't shit. They wouldn't show the vigil. They wouldn't show people crying. They wouldn't show all this stuff. But at any given time when they had the camera in any of them people's face, and hindsight is always 20/20, they should have asked them, who do you think is accountable for this? And what part do you think your children played in their own demise? They never do that. They just show a bunch of people crying, a lot of times, namely women, crying. They got mom on there or whoever, grandma, talking. She got all the answers. All they had to do was read the thing and read the. It don't matter. When cops get behind you, just stop. Stop. It's always easy for somebody to say, oh, well, they should have did this. They should have did that. They should have did. Cut it out. Cut it out. it's unfortunate these 3 young people, 2 guys and a girl, lost their lives from something small. Something small. And then everybody else around, it seemed like it's putting the blame on the police for getting behind them. And that's the thing. If you paid close attention, it said it varies from township, from department to department of whether they chase or not. You know what I'm saying? Monitors are going out for some reason. But it's just the wildest thing. It's like the blame is never put on the source, or it's never said basically, okay, well, they shouldn't have did this for that to happen. But it's just one of them things. You know, always somebody else's fault. People always telling the police how to police. Everybody know the law while breaking the law. You ever notice that? It's a radical shift in the dynamic of way human beings are thinking in this country socially. Everybody's mad at everything. It's always somebody else's fault but theirs. I don't know these kids. I ain't got a dog in the fight. Y'all ask me for my opinion. That's it. I'm gonna tell you, if my son was in the car or my daughter was in the car, I would be devastated, but I would also be angry because you know better than that. You know better than that. And that's all I'm gonna say with this. It's like a lack of accountability and a bunch of blaming. And I mean, I'm sorry that this happened and people are hurt, but I mean, come on, man, what are we doing now? It's like cause and effect don't matter no more in life. It's just something happens and somebody it's somebody else's fault. If I decide to get in my car right now and I drive out of here, run through a stop sign and a cop chase me, get behind me and I run, hit the highway and take off and I crash and burn out, that's on me. That's not on the person trying to uphold the law and make sure I don't kill myself or kill somebody else. Stock Market Steve for the Dynamic Reason channel. As always, like, comment, share, and subscribe. Sometimes the truth is a bitter pill to swallow, and a lot of people don't want to accept the medicine.